guys, Bobby here. Took off my mask. I am here at McLaren Kuala Lumpur's beautiful facility. Alright, so as we all know, McLaren is now under a new distributor in Malaysia, as it has been for a while actually. It's just that this facility was fresh to me. Look at that, that's the GT. Full of luggages. Look at that. That's a golf bag and all that. Now these boys are clever, to say the least, right? They have a platform that they can just pretty much do anything. These are Formula 1 boys we're talking about, right? And as you all know, my all-time favorite car that I've driven is the 675 LT. I am one of the lucky Malaysians who have driven the 675 LT, and I must tell you, when that happened many years ago, I think it's at least 7 years ago or 6 years ago, when I drove that car, right, on the same day I get to drive the 650S, I got to drive the 570, 540, and then I drove the 675 LT. I tell you, the differences between the 675 LT and the 650S is like Civic and Civic Type R. And today, what I have here is the new Type R version of the 720S, the 765 LT. This car looks like a modified version of the 720S, but let me tell you, every single thing that matters on this car is completely different, alright? The glass are thinner, alright? It has a different software, okay? The track width, front and rear, they are different. Every single thing that can be done to the car has been done to the car. Basically, just think about someone wanting to take the 720S to race. I mean, the 720S can murder a McLaren F1 if it wants to, right? But this thing has been enhanced in every single measure. Now think about it this way. McLaren's positioning is very unique. In the supercar world in Malaysia, right, you have the 1 million category, which is the what we call sports car now, the Porsche 911s, right? They have, then you have the 2 million category, which is things like the Ferrari 488, right, or the F8 Tributo or something like that. Now, that's the 2 million category. And then you have the 3 million category. The 3 million category will be the Aventados, right? And the likes of 812 and all that. This McLaren's strategy is that their 2 million cars will beat your 3 million cars. That has always been their strategy. So the 720S would have already rigged an Aventado, but this one is even crazier. Alright? When we talk about acceleration times of 3 seconds, it's crazy, right? This boy here is 2.7. Come on, this is a 4-liter V8 petrol engine that accelerates from 0 to 100 in 2.7 seconds. That is mad. And these boys are known to do crazy things. Alright? They are the things that they go to detail, every single meticulous detail, they go through it. Now think about it this way, a car of this size, modern era, complies to all crash tests, has the creature comforts for everyday use. This sort of mad performance, think about it this way, by the time your Golf GTI almost hits 100, this car is at 200. Alright? And it only takes 2.7 to go to 100. And look at the size of the car. It's not a small car. This is a long tail, right? And it only weighs 1,300 kilos. How crazy is that? Alright? Now I'm gonna go through the little aero bits, which the 720S already is crazy to begin with, right? The signature of the 720S, this large housing that houses the daytime running and the headlamps, and also serves as the aero ducts for air to travel in, alright? Every single thing has been enhanced. Look at the front lip spoiler, it is aggressive, alright? This thing alone, the front splitter alone, the left one, is larger than quite a few 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine blocks. Look at that. Look at the size of that. Alright, it's just absolutely crazy. here, that's cute. That's the front camera, which means partially you can see the carbon fiber splitters daily when you're using your car. I like that, alright? And over here, the air ducts, as you can see, after the cooling radiators, air is channeled out here. This actually is a wing. Look at that. Can you see my fingers? This in itself it's like a flying buttress. It's just that it's mounted sideways in front. Alright, here channel air out as well. Why is it so important to channel air out of the wheel well? Because reducing the pressure, reducing the drag, and also cooling the brakes. And this is a carbon ceramic brake. Alright, and short to say, I wouldn't be surprised if I see a carbon wheel here. Alright, these are Trofeo R tires, some of the best semi-slicks that you can use daily. And look at the carbon forged structure. McLaren, being a Formula 1 all-time player, they are experts in carbon fiber. Look at how thin the seats are. Look at that. This is madness, right? This is basically a carbon fiber structure with a few foam pads on top to pretend they are the seats. Alright, everything is crazy. I'm sure there are no leather here. Why? Because leather is heavy. So it's all Alcantara throughout the entire car. Alright, and all these exposed forged carbons just tells you this is something special, really, really special. Right, every single panel here, they're all covered in Alcantara. Okay, and look at this massive side intake for the engine. Alright, air channels out here, air goes in here. Right, all this serves a purpose. And look at how thin the glass is at the rear panel here. Look at that. It is crazy. Alright, everything is mad. And they mounted the engine really, really low, even though it's rear engine. I mean, it could have become a showpiece, but then for performance, for outright the level of destructive capabilities that they can package into the car, they have to do that. Alright, let's go inside. And going in and out of a McLaren these days is a lot easier compared to those days. Of course, this one is still high compared to normal cars, but those days they are huge, and then they have tapered it down towards this side. Alright, this is nice to the touch, so for the passengers it's lovely. And especially with this cutout, look at that. This part, when they open the door, this goes up as well. This eases me going in. Just now, why is it so easy for me to come inside here, or for your passengers to come inside? Because this opening, if not, it's gonna be a bit of a climb. Alright, look at that. It's just different from your usual cars. Now this vertical infotainment system is still there. Alright, these are the gear shifters, DNR. Alright, everything is carbon fiber. This is the key. Maybe even the keys are lightweight. Right, that's the start-stop button, and then that's the famous console that's able to move in and out. Even the stalls, man, these are finished in some really high quality materials, and then they feel great to the touch. Alright, how do I, okay, that's the arrow button. What does it do? Is it push up? I have no idea how everything works in here so far. Alright, and let me see if there's, oh, that's the button. Oh, look at that, look at that. So when you're in track mode, all you need is the rev counter and the speed with which you're going. On daily mode, it goes like that. Look at that. How clever is that? How wonderful is that? Now the seats are comfortable for now, but I'm not sure for a long distance, but the contour of it is just wonderful. And just looking at it, my god, this is craftsmanship, and you need some level of look at the finishing of the carbon fiber. These guys really know their stuff. The way they match left and right, this is meticulous right there. Alright, And the bridge here, you have some rubberized material down here. My god, even the cup holder is all in. It's perfectly sculpted in carbon. It almost looks surreal. It almost looks unreal, to be honest. It almost looks like these are just molded plastics, you know, because it's so perfect. The finishing is mind-boggling. And don't you dare drop things down here. Even the seats, they cut holes. I mean, a carbon fiber seat frame is already lightweight enough. They cut holes in them some more. Crazy. These guys are mad. Let's go to the side. Oh, you guys need to prepare the car already? Alright. Let's go to the rear. It's almost 2 o'clock. And then this is the long tail, this is the wing, there's the tail lamps, and then the 4 exhausts. There we go. You can switch off. Wonderful. Look at these splitters by the side, and the rear diffusers all here. That's the McLaren 765 LT. Wonderful. Beautiful, man. Look at that. So he's gonna prep the car now, wipe it clean, ready for their 2 o'clock launch. Alright? Brilliant. What a beauty. So, what's the price? 1.48 million before tax. And this kind of price point, this kind of performance, unheard of in this category. Alright, and today's the unveiling. Yeah, if I ever had the chance to drive it, right, that would be like the biggest dream, because I still remember the 675 LT, and this one is the 765 LT, crazier version of it. Alright, so yep, today's the unveiling, and we all need to rush off to yet another supercar launch. Yeah, it's like supercar day, Taycan, and then this, and later on is the Ferrari SF90. Right? Brilliant. How beautiful it is. Even within that, can you see the glossy carbon in there? My god. Alright. I'm glad he wrapped it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright, so yep, there you go. 765 LT, 1.48 million, worth every single buck. I'm sure this price point, no other cars can beat this in terms of performance. That has always been how they benchmark it. To this car, an AMG GT and all that, those are babies. Porsche 911s, those are babies. Seriously, this is a mad car. Alright guys, cheers.